In addition to copying a cell, which means copy a cell's content as well as its format, there are times when you only want to copy the format of a cell. What sometimes is overlooked is the idea that the format of a cell is not just about the obvious visual appearance. For example, these cells in column A here have a yellow background, they have a blue-green text, they also have border features. Now, whether you know it or not or are thinking about it, there's also a numeric format there, and if you've never applied a numeric format, therefore it has general format. But if you're not thinking about all those aspects of formatting, if you were to copy one of these cells just to paste its format, if you were to right-click and copy, and there are a number of ways to do this, if we want that format to exist on, let's say, these 3 cells right here, we could then right-click and go to Paste Special and choose Formats. As we click OK, though, we might be surprised because we've got a different numeric format there. That's general format, not quite what we would have wanted compared with the other numbers there. So let's undo that. Now, to do this manually, what we're going to have to do is probably do what we had done and then change the format. That probably would be the most efficient way. But we want to point out there are other ways to copy formats as well. For example, if we like these formats here and we'd like to copy them to the month starting down in cell A11, one way is the Format Painter. Click it once, select cell A11, and the formatting is done. If we'd like to copy a format to multiple locations, and let's say that for the moment we don't necessarily care about that numeric format, we'll adjust it later. Once again, we might click one of these cells in column A, and what if we want to copy the format to non-adjacent areas and multiple different locations? Double-click Format Painter. Click here, drag there, click here, drag there, and so on. And you can do this indefinitely. Paintbrush is still there until you press Escape. So we can certainly copy a format to multiple locations. Let's undo this with Control-Z. Another approach, suppose we wanted to copy the formats of these cells to the cells down below. We could start with Control-C. We could then click in cell B11. And this time, let's go to Paste Special by way of its shortcut, Control-Alt-V, and then choose Formats, and OK. We'll get the formats that way. Perhaps a better way, a faster way, as I press Control-Z to undo this. Suppose we want to copy the format of one of these cells to all of the cells down here. Click one of the cells, press Format Painter, select all of these, it's done. Now, in column J, we've got an unusual combination of formats. That's white text on a blue-green background. It's using Candera font. And also, the numeric display of the dates is different than we see in column K. So here, what we'd like to be able to do is to copy the format of all these cells into column K. And another way to copy formats is, after selecting the data whose formats you want to copy, you can point to any edge, left, right, top, hold down the right mouse button. Now that introduces the concept of a shortcut menu, but we won't see this until we drag onto the receiving area, column K, let go of that right mouse button, and here's a menu. Copy here as formats only, and we see what's happened. Let me do that again. Control-Z to undo. We want to copy the format from column J. We'll point to any edge, hold down the right mouse button, drag into column K, let go of the right mouse button. Copy here as formats only. So, as we've seen, there are any number of different ways to copy formats in Excel, either by way of the right drag method that I just used, and prior to that, using the Format Painter, and also the dialog box by way of Paste Special.